Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn. I am the owner of the business Nocturnal Witchcraft. December sales are alive. I know I'm like 10 days late to announcing all of this, but I mean I announced it on my social medias. It's just I'm 10 days late announcing it on here. Um I will leave a link down below for you to go check those out. It is some of the biggest sales that I have had all year, and I'm planning on kind of making this like a yearly thing, with how big the sales are, because I want y'all to be able to afford this shit, you know, be able to afford this shit. So without further ado, we are going to be doing, fuck it, we're going to be doing a pick a pile. I was planning on just doing a general reading, but then Spirit was like, no, we got more than one message. So pick one of these 3 emojis that I have here on the screen. I don't know what they're gonna be, but they're there. So pick one that resonates the most with you, and timestamps will be down below in the description. Other than that, let's get into it. Sorry if I sound like a little stuffy. The weather, oh girl, it's fucking with me. It is fucking with me. But anyways, hi Pile One. So let's see. I kind of like not knowing what emojis I'm gonna pick, because I feel like I already shuffled these, by the way. I feel like that kind of adds to the mystery of this. So the card that came out was the Hierophant. The first word that comes to me is tradition and also structure. And I also heard struggle. Maybe you struggle with structure. Ooh, the High Priestess. So what's really interesting is that the Hierophant and the High Priestess are kind of like divine counterparts in a way. They mirror each other. The Hierophant is more of the masculine, whereas the High Priestess is more of the feminine. And I almost feel like you, the feminine side of everything just comes so naturally to you. We have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's that struggle there. The struggle between the two. You may struggle with the more masculine side of yourself rather than the feminine side of yourself. And your gender doesn't matter. Everyone has masculine and feminine within them. I'm mainly talking about energy than anything. But there just seems to be this kind of this back and forth battle between the two. There's an imbalance internally here. The 4 of Wands reversed. Yeah, things are definitely out of whack. They've just, the 4 of Wands upright is things kind of coming together. It's known as the 1111 card, right? And reverse just makes me think shit just blew up and it's everywhere. There's just chaos everywhere. And I almost feel like the Sun. I was about to say, I almost feel like you're not as freaked out or overwhelmed like you normally would be. You're yeah, shit's kind of all over the place, but I'm here. I'm alive. I guess that counts for something. And we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. It almost feels like even though there's this battle, even though there's this imbalance, there's a little bit of internal chaos happening. There's this deeper sense that you know things are going to come together eventually. Almost like you have this intuitive understanding of how things go, how the universe works. The Four of Swords underneath that inside feeling. What's underneath that? The Hermit. The Hermit. Like you kind of know what you have to do. You know the steps that you need to take. You understand what's going on, and that's why you're not really freaking out that much. You're kind of just like, well, shit. All right, here we go. Like this, it's happening. I had the Three of Coins when I split the deck there. What's funny about the Three of Coins is that I almost see the Three of Coins not only as teamwork, but also as a learning card. Like, I see, whenever I see this card, the first thing that comes to my mind is he's the student, they're the teachers, right? And it almost feels like this is a learning process for you, learning how to integrate your masculine energy, learning how to understand the masculine side of yourself. The Queen of Cups was underneath the Three of Coins. And your divine feminine is helping you. Your divine feminine, that feminine energy, it's helping you understand your masculine because it's creating that contrast. But contrast doesn't mean separate. Or is that the right word I'm looking for? That contrast doesn't mean that the two work separately, is kind of what I'm trying to say. They work together, they flow together. That's how things are able to function, the yin and the yang, right? The Two of Coins reversed. Again, things are out of whack. Things are real out of whack. And you feel it. When things are out of balance, things are out of flow. When things are out of flow, you have a giant fucking headache. Things... You know, I can't describe it. It's just like... Hold the fuck up. Give me a second. But again, you just know. You just know because the knowing part, your intuition, that's the feminine side that knows, okay, we need to go through this for a reason. You can't evolve and learn without facing challenge. Because I feel as though you are I feel as though you are oh fuck, I lost it. Oh, you're on this higher journey. You're on a bigger path. And this is just a part of it. I mean, and what I mean by like a bigger path, like I don't mean like, oh, you're gonna be the next like president of the United States. I mean, maybe you might be. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to a collective who resonates with this reading. But it just means like what I really mean is you're on a path guided by your higher self here. And the reason I kind of chuckled is like we have a Ten of Wands that came out, but then we also had the King of Cups come out halfway, which tells me it's in process. Yes, it's overwhelming. Yes, you're dealing with a lot of anxiety, possibly a lot of anxiety from all the overwhelm. But there's just that sense of like, I know why this is happening, and I know what I have to do, and I know that things are going to work out for me. There's a lesson in all of this. And what confirms that is the 7 of coins at the bottom of the deck. Reward. Reward after hard work. Like knowing that you're going to be rewarded. Underneath of that, the Ace of Swords. Oh look, the Knight of Coins. This is a slow process. This is a slow but rewarding process. The phrase that just came to me was like, I don't, whenever I think of like words or like phrases to say, my brain takes a second to actually process it into something that like actually makes sense, because it's like I understand what I'm trying to say, but then when it comes to actually speaking it, my brain's like, huh? No, thank you. Anything that is worth having is not easy to get. It's not easy to obtain. Or not easy to like maintain. But again, it's always worth it. It's always worth it. The 10 of coins, right underneath the Knight of coins. Again, you're working towards something bigger. You're working towards something bigger within yourself, within your heart and soul. So let me see. What kind of like key themes and stuff with the Oracle deck here? Excuse me. You get cat butt today. I don't know if you can see that, but I hope you can. It's kind of funny. So we have two that came out. Tend, maintenance, encouragement, guidance. And then mushroom, recycling, and breaking down problems. What's at the bottom of the deck? Sickle, focus, regrowth, and letting go. Underneath of that is earthworm, clarity and rumination. You know, my mind is going back to that Hermit card. There's a lot of inner work that you've done. It's not over. It's not over. It's getting real close to it. Oh, it's getting real close to it. The integration part. Seeds, new ideas, hope, and open-mindedness. I just split the deck. I like didn't even intentionally do it. I just, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I feel like integration is something, I feel like it's kind of like the last step in a journey, in a cycle. Like first you need to acknowledge what it is. Then you need to focus on it, work through it, heal it, do all of those things, and then learn how to integrate it into who you are or into your daily life or things like that. And that's, I think integration is probably the most, like one of the most hardest parts of like an evolution, personal evolution journey, if you if you should say. But you're getting real close, because I also get this sense that you're just like, fuck, it's not over. Like I haven't reached the other end. And I mean, truly, you'll never reach the end, because You're constantly going to be on these journeys. Life itself is a journey. You're constantly evolving. And that's kind of the beauty in it, that you're constantly learning, you're constantly growing, you're constantly experiencing new things, but it gets better and better every time. Or at least in my opinion. It also just depends on how you look at it. But, yeah. You're working on integrating your masculine energy, your divine masculine. And so far, you're actually doing a really good job. Yeah, things are out of balance right now, but that's going to change because I have faith that you know what you're doing. It looks like you know what you're doing. So yeah, that will conclude your reading pile 1. Again, this is a collective reading. If you would like a personal reading that actually like goes into your personal situation, it feels a little bit more catered to you, I got my December sales going on. The big sale is happening December 12th. So 2 days from when I am recording this. That's for Jocelyn. 2 days from when I am recording this. And yeah, other than that, I hope to see you in another video. Bye, Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Right off the bat, I want to say carefree, but like kind of just looser. Like I feel a little bit more giddy with this energy here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get into the cards. What is going on with pile 2? Strength. Leo energy is the first thing that came to my head. Leo energy and Courage the Cowardly Lion from Oz. But you're not really cowardly. You're pretty fucking courageous. Like Courage the Cowardly Lion after he got his courage, right? After he obtained the courage. I just heard like you're coming in hot. A force to be reckoned with. I feel like, right? Oh God, there's so much like energy coming off of that. The Emperor. Authority. Power. A leader. Top tier figure is what I'm hearing. Ooh, yeah. You, again, a force to be fucking reckoned with. You're a powerhouse of a person, pile 2. The Magician? Oh my God, 3 major arcanas in a row? It wouldn't surprise me if you are spiritual, if you're into like manifestation, a witch, maybe you read tarot yourself, anything like that. But like, I get this sense that you are so self-assured, so confident, so like, I'm a boss ass bitch and nobody's gonna fuck with me type of shit. Like, I can create and manifest anything I want out of reality. I can do anything that I put my mind to. I think you have your eyes set on a big project right now too. I just got the 6 of Cups. Maybe this project is being motivated by your past. I'm hearing I had to work for this confidence. I had to work to be this resilient. And that's why you are so strong, because you did the work. This isn't coming from a place of ego. This is coming from a place of like, I built myself from the ground up. And now it feels like you're ready to work on something. Ooh, death. Ooh, death. Okay. You're ready to uncover something that you have been avoiding probably your entire childhood, or maybe it's something from your childhood. You've finally gotten to a place where you're like, okay, I'm ready to face this. I'm ready to see what's going on. I'm ready to understand the root of all of this. Whatever this is for you. Again, this is a collective reading, so take it how it resonates. Oh, shit. Ooh, the Ace of Cups reversed. I wonder if this... Most people will probably read this as like a past love. I'm not really seeing it that way. I'm seeing this as like you feel so much and your heart and your feelings have just been shit on so much that it kind of shut yourself down a little bit, closed yourself off. Like there was a period in time where like, yeah, like the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it feels like you were more in your head space than your heart space because you probably felt like you couldn't trust your heart. You felt like you couldn't trust your emotions. You couldn't trust your feelings. And what's underneath of that? The Lovers. And again, some people would read that as romantic. I'm not really getting that vibe here because the Lovers is more about making choices from the heart. You didn't trust the choices your heart made. And I heard it's wearing you down a little bit. You're ready to open your heart space back up, but that requires you to getting to the root of the problem. Getting to the root of like, what caused this? What happened in my life that turned this all around? And if you already know that, it's going down deep into that, understanding it, feeling the emotions, and just working through it. The Five of Coins. There may be feelings of abandonment here. Either being abandoned by someone else or feeling like you abandoned yourself. You abandoned your heart. You abandoned your feelings. And while, yes, you are a very powerful individual, there may have been times where you were just too up in your head, thinking, nobody's gonna fuck with me. I'm the best. A little bit of ego in there. But overall, that feeling isn't really coming from much of a place of ego. But I do sense that there were times where you did let your ego take over. I have the Four of Coins underneath the Five of Coins. It almost feels like the part of your heart that kind of got shit on, you threw that away and then like kept the rest that felt okay and just held it really close to yourself, not wanting to open it, not wanting it to be free and feel, just holding it to yourself because you were scared of what was going to happen. Excuse me. The Sun. Another Leo card. Leo is ruled by the Sun. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a Leo, or if you have like major Leo placements in your birth chart. Or just fire sign energy in general. You have found a lot of success in your life despite the heartache and the pain that you've experienced. The Three of Wands. You know, you really do have strength and courage and resilience because you have gotten to this point. Even though there was a time where you kind of let your ego run things, you held your heart close, you didn't let yourself like feel and experience, you kind of you led with your head instead of your heart in times when it should have been the other way around. You still choose or are choosing or chose to move forward towards finding that true happiness, to finally deal with the devil once and for all. And what I mean by devil, I mean by the thing that is causing all of this pain, all of this grief, all of these pent up emotions. You know, the Eight of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Look at her. She's hurt, she's sad, she's crying, but she's doing the work anyways. This, I feel like, is a perfect representation of you doing the work. It hurts, but you understand the deeper meaning and you're gonna do it. Or you are doing it. The Eight of Wands right underneath of that. And I'm hearing, it feels like you haven't really truly started the work, but you've kind of made up your mind that you have to kind of start working that way anyways, and that you're not going to get around this. And Spirit is kind of saying, like, once you start, there's no going back and it's going to fucking snowball. The Page of Cups. With Judgment underneath. You're going through a complete renewal of your heart space, of your heart energy. That's probably why I felt like so giddy in the beginning. Your heart space, heart chakra, whatever you refer to it as, your heart, your emotions, your feelings, they're going through a complete transformation, a complete renewal. And it almost feels like you're just going to have this new outlook on life, understanding that it's okay to feel, it's okay to let yourself experience these things, even if you get hurt, even if it means risking getting hurt. Because that's part of the process. That's part of the journey. And you can't always control what other people do or how other people react. And yes, protect yourself, but don't close yourself off. Because then you close yourself off to the things that actually heal you and help you as well. Sorry, I'm like breathing a lot through my mouth. Like my nose is kind of stuffed up because of this goddamn weather. But, oh, okay. So, the first oracle card that came out of the three, is this three? Yeah. Is Roots, Healthy Patterns, Early Growth. What did I say? Getting to the root of the matter? Getting to the root of the situation? Then we have Butterfly, Transformation, Joy, Beauty, and Transience. And then we have Fog, Obscurity, and Feeling Lost. Transformation. At the bottom of the deck, we have Basil, Prosperity, Luck, and Love. Underneath of that, Rain, Cleansing, Purification, and Hydration. It's not gonna be easy. You already knew that. But, you just know, it's time. You just know it's time. It's time to cleanse out those bad memories. It's time to cleanse out those bad feelings, maybe bad habits. It's time to start nurturing and honoring your heart, no matter what stage it's in, no matter what it's feeling. Just actually taking care of your emotions and your heart space. So yeah. Other than that, that would conclude your reading pile 2. If you would like a personal reading that resonates probably a little bit more with you, and caters more to your specific situation and everything, my big sales for December is going to be starting on December 12th. It's going to be going through December 25th. And yeah, link to that will be down below in the description. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it is when you are watching this. And I look confused because I don't think I said that for pile 1. Oh well, that's fine. But yeah, I hope to see you in another video. Bye, pile 2. Is that recording? Yes, it is. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing well. All of the piles today are getting cat butt. If you could see him. He's facing away. He still has his paws crossed over. He always crosses his paws. He's such a distinguished gentleman. Oh, okay. Oh. So we had 2 cards come out. We have the Page of Wands and the Star. I heard hope and enthusiasm, childlike wonder, childlike excitement. that type of like innocence that a child has. So I have the 5 of Wands, and then I have the 5 of Coins come out after that. And the reason I waited until the 5 of Coins came out was Spirit said they're gonna come in 2s. They're coming in 2s. Maybe 2 is a very significant number for you. I'm hearing twin, Gemini. Maybe you're a Gemini. Maybe you actually have a twin. Maybe you have somebody you refer to as your twin. Just because like y'all are so similar. But I get the sense that like you're a very like hopeful, positive, optimistic kind of person. Kind of reminding me of Gemini. Like every Gemini I've met, like yeah, they've had their moments where they're kind of down, but overall they're pretty optimistic. They're pretty like just looking on the brighter side of things, you know? And I get the sense that like you may have had like a lot of external conflict with others, maybe even conflict when it comes to your finances, maybe struggling a little bit. But there's just this hope inside of you that is like, we're gonna be fine. Wow, look at that. The Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins, she is abundant. She's fertile. Okay? She's fertile. She is like the master of the material side of femininity and the more like feminine energy when it comes to the material world. Like, you just know that how do you want me to word this? You know that things are going to turn out in your favor. Spirit just said, I didn't give you this optimism for no reason. I didn't make you this positive for a reason. It's very rare to have a positive outlook on things despite having so much pain and grief. It's having so much baggage. Dealing with so much bullshit. And in this world, in this economy, oh, girl. Oh man, it's so hard to stay positive. It is so hard to stay positive. But like, I'm hearing like that's just who I am. Like, you've always been the bright, sunny type of person. Even on days when it didn't feel like that, even on days where you were stressed out or you were sad, you still never failed to make other people laugh and smile. The Empress. The Empress and the Nine of Coins. You have this very warm energy about you. This very warm, caring, charismatic energy. And the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and look at that. The King of Coins, the counterpart to the Queen of Coins. You know, you believe in karma. You believe in karma, probably, most likely. And you believe that when you put out good energy, you receive good energy. You receive what you put out. And you believe that Nine of Coins, Six of Wands when I split the fucking deck, and the Knight of Coins. Did I say Six of Coins? Six of Wands. Did I say Six of Coins? I said Six of Wands. And then the Knight of Coins right underneath of it. You believe with the Nine of Coins that you are finally going to be able to live the life that you deserve, have the relationships that you deserve, to just have and be what you know you deserve and are capable of having and being. And you understand that this is kind of a slower process, but like, you know, you would rather take your time and it be slow and have it turn out well than rush through it and not think everything through and not see where you may have messed up and have it all come crashing down once you finally get it. You know? The Seven of Cups was underneath the King of Coins. You see all the possibilities for you. That's another reason why you're so hopeful. You can see the endless ocean of possibilities. You're like, I don't have to stay here. I don't gotta do this. I don't gotta be this person. excuse me, I don't have to stick to this identity. I can be whatever I want, do whatever I want. You might be like a jack of all trades, which is a very Gemini trait. Just kind of being pretty good at all of these different things. Now, maybe finding something that you master in may be a little bit difficult. But, like, you're pretty knowledgeable. And that's why, like, you're so hopeful and so, like, optimistic on things. You're so hopeful and optimistic when it comes to, like, the long term, because you're like, I can change my mind, whatever. I can do whatever I want. And all of these skills that I learn, all of this knowledge that I have can actually help me in the long run and makes me very versatile and handy. Oh shit. Okay. So we have seeds, new ideas, hope, and open-mindedness. Hope. We have preserve, security, forethought, and thrift. There's security in knowing how to do a lot of things, especially things that other people are not bothered enough to learn. The first thing that came to my head was like learning how to change your oil. You can have like friends and family pay you to change their oil, and not only would it be cheaper for them than going to go get their oil changed at a car shop, but also you make a profit in doing something that you're knowledgeable in. You know? That was kind of on my mind because I gotta get my oil changed tomorrow. So I was gonna think about that. Like, I am not going to learn how to change my oil. Fuck that. And then we have time, presence, and self-awareness. And then we also have cauldron, creation, opportunity, and caring. Again, you see these opportunities. Potato, what are you doing? That candy wrapper, I should throw it away, I know, but don't eat it, please. At the bottom of the deck, we have mint, abundance, persistence, proliferation. Persistence really sticks out to me here because, again, no matter what happens, you're keeping that mindset, you're keeping the hope, you're keeping the optimism. You're like, I'm not gonna fucking let this shit get me down. I'm gonna keep going. And then underneath that, we have fog, obscurity, and feeling lost. There are times where you probably feel like, what the fuck am I doing? But again, you're like, it's gonna be there. It's waiting for me. The life I want is waiting for me. Every single decision I make, every single move I make is, hey, that mirror isn't really attached to the dresser, bud. I love you so much. This cat is scaring the fuck out of me. Anyways. Yeah, I lost my thought. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, you're just determined. You're really, really determined. Like, I just, like, there are moments where, like, you question it. But like, you just have this internal fire of, like, I know where I'm going. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get what I want. I'm gonna be who I want. I'm gonna live the life that I know I deserve. Watering can, asking for help, and sharing burdens. You don't have to do it all on your own. You don't have to use people and tread on people to get what you want, but like making connections, even like making friendships with people who are in the position that you want to be or living the life that you want to be. You don't have to use them and then once you get what you want, discard them. You can be friends with them and stay friends with them, and still rise to be in the same place that they are. Like, surrounding yourself with people that you want to be like, who live the life that you want to live. Underneath, we have soil. You messing up my cam? We have soil, stability, and simplicity. I feel like with Gemini, and I would know I'm a Gemini rising, okay? I actually think I'm a Gemini stellium. But with Gemini, you kind of tend to overcomplicate things sometimes. And sometimes the best approach to something that seems really complex is by doing something simple. Taking the simple approach. Excuse me. I ate dinner before I started recording. Probably wasn't the best idea. But keep your determination. Keep your determination. Spirit is watching you. He's watching you. Not to sound creepy, but like Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is watching over you. Spirit understands what's going on right now. And like, if you don't want to ask for help from other people or feel like there's not really anyone in your life that you can really ask help from, ask help from Spirit. Man, this is moving too much. Ask help from your guides if that's something you're interested in. Ask help from whatever you believe in, your higher self. Just know that you don't have to do it on your own. We are social creatures. We are creatures who need to be in a pact, you know? It takes a whole village to raise a child, right? It takes a whole village, or at least a group of people, to really achieve what you want in life. Like, for example, with my business, I wouldn't be able to make any profit, make any money, and get my word out there, get my message out there and everything if I didn't have you guys. If I didn't have you guys watching my videos, if I didn't have my clients, if I didn't have my friends and family who support me, you know? So yeah. Other than that, if you would like a personal reading, something that's a little bit more catered towards you specifically, because this is a collective reading, a link to my December sales will be down below in the description, so you can save some money there. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it is when you are watching this, and blessed be.